Hello everyone, I am Jella Palmero and I am from Group 5, and this is our presentation about Activity 12, Biodiversity and Health Society. So as we know that biodiversity is crucially significant, the system that sustains all life on Earth, including humans, depend on biodiversity. We cannot have the healthy ecosystem that we depend on to give us the air we breathe and the food we consume without a diverse variety of animals, plants, and microorganisms. Many people believe it to have a terminal value, meaning states that every species has a worth or a right to live whether or not humans are aware of that value. So, we came up with this idea in our collage to express to you how fundamental and beneficial biodiversity is. However, despite its benefits, it also has disadvantages if us humans abuse its competence and if we have not used it appropriately.
Biodiversity contributes directly or indirectly to many aspects of human well-being. For instance, by providing raw materials or contributing to health. Over the past century, many people have benefited from the conversion of natural ecosystem to agricultural land and from the exploitation of biodiversity. However, these changes have increased poverty among some social groups. Although many individuals benefit from the activities that lead to biodiversity loss and ecosystem changes, the full cost borne by society often exceed the benefits. This is revealed by improved valuation techniques and growing knowledge about the ecosystem.
The variety of animals, plants, fungi, and even microorganisms like bacteria that make up our natural environment are all included in what is known as biodiversity. These various species and creatures collaborate in complicated web-like ecosystems to keep things in balance and support. To reconcile the emerging needs of human beings regarding their health and the need to protect the growth of biodiversity, we need to establish small local farms using polyculture and permaculture practices that maximize food, variety, quantity, and quality, reduces the needs of transportation, thus shrinking the carbon footprint, and increasing food security, and lastly, increases biodiversity.
Biodiversity is essential for the processes that support all life on Earth, including humans. Without a wide range of animals, plants, and microorganisms, we cannot have the healthy ecosystems that we rely on to provide us, with the air we breathe and the food we eat. And people also value nature of itself. To reconcile the emerging needs of human beings, we should demand better quality of food. Mass monoculture food production increase the need for organic fertilizers and pesticides. So polycultures provide the diversity needed to reduce dependence on chemical crutches.
Preserving the rainforest may seem like a difficult endeavor, but there are many things that you can do at home to encourage and preserve a region's biodiversity. Small ways to promote safekeeping of diversity: do not throw your garbage anywhere, recycle materials to become useful, planting of trees in the riversides or in the slope, reporting illegal activities like dynamite, fishing, logging, and other activities, buying appliances to save energy, and lastly, using bicycles as a substitute for motorcycles and cars, especially when the destination is just few blocks away.
Common human activities that can harm biodiversity are some of the following. Biodiversity loss is caused by habitat loss. Habitat loss is the thinning, fragmenting, or outright destruction of an ecosystem's plant, soil, hydrologic, and nutrient resources. Another is caused by invasive species. An invasive species is any non-native species that significantly modifies or disrupts the ecosystems it colonizes. Invasive species can disrupt ecosystems because they are better competitors than native species. Next is caused by overexploitation. It's the process of harvesting too many aquatic or terrestrial animals which depletes the stock of some species while driving others to extinction. Another biodiversity loss is caused by pollution. Pollution is the addition of unneeded or harmful nutrients or substances to an ecosystem. In a polluted area, the quality of food, water, or other habitat resources declines sometimes to the point where some species must move away or perish if ever. Lastly, the climate change. Associated with global warming. Global warming is the long-term increase in Earth's average air temperature which has occurred largely from human activities over the past 1 to 2 centuries.
What could be the consequences if these human activities might be stopped and prohibited? So, major threats to biodiversity caused by human activity include habitat loss, invasive species, pollution, overexploitation. So, habitat loss is the thinning, fragmenting, or outright destruction of an ecosystem's plant, soil, hydrologic, and nutrient resources. In the invasive species, any normative species that significantly modifies or disrupts the ecosystems it colonizes. Overexploitation is the process of harvesting too many aquatic or terrestrial animals, which depletes the stocks of some species while driving others to extinction. If those human activities would stop and prohibited, then we can have a chance of a healthy ecosystem, clean water, purified air, maintain our soil, and regulate the climate, recycle materials, and of course provide us with food. Thank you.